It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got a much-anticipated rematch of last year's NFC title game. It's the Niners and the Rams, just ahead on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there, just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just call him a Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start, with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And incomplete to open things up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Ray McCloud. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco ready for their first drive of the game on offense. And in his 9th season in the league, 6 with the 49ers, it's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
People thought Jimmy Garoppolo was only going to be a one-year placeholder in San Francisco when the team took Trey Lance 3rd overall in the 2021 NFL Draft. But then he led the 6th-seeded 49ers to the NFC title game, just 2 years after taking them to within 1/4 of a Super Bowl victory.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara. And then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory. The first carry for the North Texas man is Jeff Wilson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Let's go, baby. Texas ride, dog.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Catch by Brandon Ayuk there, and you can see the potential he has to be a big-time playmaker. Over 800 yards as an NFL sophomore, still chasing that first 1,000-yard season. Nice catch there to move the chains.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that's dropped underneath for Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield, because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Touchdown! George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Stafford now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll give this to Henderson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, it's Henderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. McLeod to return it. Nifty move. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Henderson will try to run for the 1st. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And this time they were ready for it as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. On the draw, this is Henderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 10.
Henderson running straight ahead, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Van Jefferson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The extra point by Gain is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep this confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments, and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Garoppolo. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Matthew Stafford going to lead the Super Bowl champs back onto the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Just a couple of minutes will get you to Orlando, and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Second and 2.
Stafford. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing again is Stafford.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Oh, look at this play call. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised, because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That's caught out right by Jennings. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
We're gonna be big time now.
Garoppolo on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that will be incomplete as well.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Rams, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 27, Garoppolo. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. McCaffrey running up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey dances by him. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, Garoppolo.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
68 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Garoppolo now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Stafford on 1st down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Stafford is #1 guy Kupp for Los Angeles first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Now a handoff. Henderson. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 38, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Stafford. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. From the gun to give to Henderson.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Going for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Van Jefferson
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
On the return is Powell.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On the handoff, Henderson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters,
You're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. That'll give him 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Powell on the return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Rams ready to go on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll give this to Henderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Henderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On first down, it's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Stafford. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners.
48 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. The quick slant caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run once more with Henderson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Henderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Second down, it's Henderson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.